I'm Sergeant Monica Brown. I'm in the 82nd Airborne Division out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and I was awarded the Silver Star for my actions while I was in Afghanistan. As a healthcare specialist, you have to be prepared for you being the only person out there as a primary care provider. You have to know how to handle casualties in a stressful environment.
As the daughter of a nurse, young Monica Brown was determined to one day have her own successful career.
I would have never thought that I'd be in the medical field, though, because I didn't like anything to do with blood, anything like that.
But she loved being outdoors, whether it was camping, the ocean, or running. In high school, Monica ran cross-country and track and still found time to be a cheerleader.
My brother Justin is a year older than me. He's wanted to be in the Army since he was 13. He had the little plastic G.I. Joe guys and played the Army video game.
After graduating from high school in May of 2005, Monica accompanied Justin to a U.S. Army recruiting station.
And while he was talking to his recruiter, this other recruiter was talking to me, and he's like, "So, what are you doing with your career?"
With the incentive of a signing bonus, a college education, and a chance to see the world, Monica Brown and her brother joined the United States Army.
I'm in the 82nd Airborne Division. We run at least 12 miles a week. We jump out of C-130s, C-17s. It's pretty much any aircraft that the Army uses, we can jump out of.
But the young lady who wanted nothing to do with blood decided to follow her mom into the medical field and chose to become an Army healthcare specialist, or medic. At Fort Sam Houston, Monica completed her advanced individual training in preparation for deployment overseas.
My squad leader and my platoon sergeant put us through every different type of scenario that you could possibly run into. We practiced for it.
In February 2007, Private First Class Brown was deployed to the volatile border region of southeastern Afghanistan. Her training and dedication to duty would soon be put to the test. On April 25, 2007, Charlie Troop was returning to base after a patrol. Brown, the platoon medic, was in the third Humvee of a 5-vehicle column.
We tried to take riverbeds and fields instead of taking the roads because they were planting a lot of mines on the routes that we were taking. And so we turned left into a riverbed.
The first 3 vehicles entered the riverbed, but the last one, carrying 5 soldiers, rolled over a pressure plate mine and burst into flames, triggering an ambush.
Immediately, my gunner was like, 2-1's hit, 2-1's hit, and we started receiving incoming fire. And then my platoon sergeant looked back at me and he said, "Let's go, dog!" Opened up my door, threw on my aid bag as best as I could on both shoulders, and just started running with him.
Private First Class Monica Brown was running again, across open ground through a hail of enemy gunfire.
And I just had flashes of every guy in the truck. Oh my gosh, what happened? I need to get to him now. They only had me. I was it. My muscles took over, and I started running.
When she reached the burning Humvee, the 5 men had climbed out. 2 of the men appeared seriously injured.
I got down on my knees and looked. 2 of them were on their sides, and the rest of them were kneeling. There's no cover available. And
they were taking heavy fire. Then, unexploded ammunition and ordnance in the burning Humvee ignited.
So not only are we getting small arms fire from Taliban, then we're getting our own rounds cooking off and going in every which direction.
Seeking cover, Brown and the others dragged the wounded to a low point in the riverbed. But soon, the enemy trained their mortars on that very spot.
I heard the first couple of them come in, and then every action after that was all muscle memory.
Anything else hurt?
As many as 15 mortars exploded near Brown as she bravely used her body to shield her vulnerable comrades. The other elements of Charlie Troop aggressively repelled the hostile forces and soon assisted Brown in dragging the wounded men to cover. All her preparation and training would come to bear as she now focused on her patients. After stabilizing the first man, she turned her attention to the second, cutting his charred clothes away with her knife.
Burns everywhere. Wrapped him really quick and then got him in a hypothermia prevention kit.
Charlie Troop soon eliminated the enemy threat, and the wounded were medevac to safety.
Duty is one of the 7 Army values, and I think that it came into play that day because I did what I was trained to do, and I did what I was supposed to do.
For extraordinary courage under fire with complete disregard for her own safety, Private First Class Monica Brown was awarded the Silver Star by the Vice President at a ceremony in Afghanistan.
I look over and my brother is walking in with them, and I haven't seen my brother in 2 years. And I start crying, and I run up to him, and I squeeze him really tight, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Today, Sergeant Monica Brown teaches the critical skills needed to treat trauma on the battlefield. And she still finds solace outdoors, on the open road, and in the ocean. As the Army prepares to send her to college to advance her career as an officer and a nurse, Sergeant Brown accepts her new role as a standard bearer for women in the Army.
This is history. We're all making history. Females are driving trucks. They get attached to infantry units and line units like I did. I don't think that me being a 20-year-old female in the United States would have any of these opportunities or all of these opportunities if it weren't for the Army.